Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Ladies of the Zodiac. And today I am going to speak about the Sagittarius woman. So what's a Sagittarius woman? Well, who is she? What is she? For me, a Sagittarius woman is like a kid, full of enthusiasm. She's somebody who has lots and lots of enthusiasm in her. She's very dynamic lady. She is somebody who is eternally optimistic, I must say. Very optimistic, very honest, very much honest. This is what I find. Something that touches me about the Sagittarian women is her honesty and her straightforward nature. When she doesn't like something, she will let you know directly. When she doesn't agree with you, she will let you know directly. This is what I see about a Sagittarian woman. She's somebody who is full of laughter, full of fun, and somebody to be, she makes you feel at home. But at times it can be a little bit uncomfortable because she can be very straightforward. So she just says what is on her mind, and then she can just crack a joke on it, and then you say, okay, fine, all right, I understand. This is what we see about a Sagittarius woman. I also noticed that Sagittarian women can be quite clumsy, in the sense, like, for example, in the library, for example, they want to if they want to take a book, in a way they will take it that all the books can fall down, and then afterwards, if the librarian comes and he looks at the Saggy lady, is like, what's up, and then she'll just smile like a kid, with all her charms, and then she just gets away with it. No matter how clumsy she is, whatnot, she can make fall in a shop or in a library or in the house also. She has this kind of that charm, this kind of a kiddish way in which she'll just smile and she just gets away. She just gets away with it. However, the other side of the Sagittarian lady that I have noticed is the serious one. Yeah, she's a thinker. She is very much a thinker, a philosopher, I would say. She has an own philosophy of life. She is a philosopher. And she really gives serious thoughts to things. And that is her downside also in some cases, because she can think a bit too much and she can spoil her health because of that, because she thinks a lot. And sometimes those things don't require to be thought of also. So she can stress on things because it leads to stress also, especially regarding her family members, her children. She can think a lot about them, and she can just spoil her nights just thinking about their future, when actually there is absolutely nothing that is very dramatic about it. But she's so much devoted to her family members, is that sometimes this thinking can really turn into a stressful or anxiety condition for her. So she needs to take care of that. For a Sagittarian woman, honesty is extremely important. You got to be honest. If you're dating a Sagittarian lady, you shouldn't be dishonest, because she will spot it out, and she's very vulnerable to that particular point, because when she gives her heart to you, when she's very honest with you, she expects that in return. She very much expects that, because if you are honest with a Sagittarian lady, then she will be doubly honest with you. So she takes some time during dating. She takes some time to really come to her match, because you need to be physically and mentally at par with her. And if you're somebody who is very clingy, jealous, possessive, then I would like to tell you, my dear, you stay off from the Sagittarian lady, because she's not somebody who can be caged. Okay, she's a free bird. She's not a home bird also at all. She's a free bird. She just likes to experience life. For her, life is a gift, full of optimism. That's like a child. She lives the life, full of optimism. Sometimes she refuses to see the dangers also in life. She doesn't see them sometimes. And she can be over trusting. That's her downside again, over trusting. The moment she feels, oh, somebody's nice, she'll be over trusting, and this can lead to some fallout with some people for her. And then she will just stop speaking to those people, or she learns her lessons that way, because she is honest. So when she's honest, she expects the other person to be honest also. And in that, she takes a long time to really, she can, meet a lot of people. I really feel Sagittarian women have lots of men friends. This is what I have seen, because the thing is that she doesn't consider herself the second best. Okay, she is at par with the man. So I don't know if you have noticed or not, but some of the Sagittarian ladies, they can have a very large forehead, and sometimes a bit of masculine eyebrows also. They can have very, very thick eyebrows, and I don't believe in masculine feminine eyebrows and all, but I've noticed that there is something in them which is like that archer, a bit masculine kind of, that punchy thing is very much there in the Sagittarian lady. And she will feel more comfortable with her male friends, because the lady friends for her is like they are not equally risk takers or equally, going and doing all those extreme sports. But with men, she will want to go and try those whitewater rafting, for example, trekking, and doing all those kind of difficult treks, and mountain climbing, and all those kind of mountaineering, all these kind of things. She would want to try it with the male friends, so she can have more male friends. So if you are dating a Sagittarian lady, don't be jealous, because it's just that she needs to feed her sense of adventure, her sense of freedom. They can be very good horse riders also, the Sagittarian ladies. This is what I've seen also. When it comes to marriage, once it's done, once you are the man, who equals her on everything, then she is a devoted and a very trustworthy partner. No matter how far you are, from her, she will be devoted to you. She will keep on waiting for you. She will not, she will never be infidel with you. She will wait for you. She has this, that optimism again, that my husband, my partner is my partner. He will never cheat on me. So she trusts you just like a child. And that is where you have to take care of that trust inside of her, because once this trust is broken, she breaks. Once this trust is broken, she breaks. So you really need to take care of that trusting heart that she carries inside of her, that childlike heart, that she says that, yes, this is the reality, that is the way she is. In the house, however, she is somebody who likes her own cleanliness and all, but she doesn't like to get everything done. Okay, so you have to think of having a maid who helps her, and like she would not mind cooking, but she needs a maid to help her. Okay, but otherwise she can really, she can put her interest. I mean, she will cook decent meals. Sagittarian ladies and cooking is not very compatible, I would say, but they cook decent meals. And if really their partner wants them to really improve in that, they will take classes, they will get books, and they will learn from that, or they will go on YouTube and they will learn a lot of cooking just for their partner or children. If the child says, Mama, why don't you make this for me? And then she will take the interest just for her child's sake. She will do it, or just for her husband's sake. But inside of her, she's not so much of a she's not so much of a kitchen kind of a person. That's not a compatibility that I see in Sagittarian women. She will always have maids to help her, or somebody to help her in the kitchen. Also, I have seen that, unless and until she has the Cancer moon, where she really, or a Taurus moon, and then she really takes the interest in cooking. That's a different story altogether. And I see that they will always be very good hosts, the Sagittarian ladies. And for her, it's not a matter of who you are. You can be a road cleaner, you can be a mechanic, you can be the boss of a big company, whoever, you can be a celebrity, whatever it is. But when you are at her door, she will treat you right. She will just treat you right. She'll just give you so much of, how would I say? She just gives herself in that hospitality. She will make you feel comfortable. She will just make you feel at home. actually. And no matter who you are, your designation in the society doesn't matter. For her, you're a human being, you have come there, and it's her duty to treat you right. And she will do that. For her, she has her own principles and values. Very much she has that. And she will not compromise on that. Never, never, never she compromises on that. And when she becomes a mother, she tries to teach her children all these things. Basically, she itches it with her own behavior. She itches it on the mind of her children. Her boy child, I feel, would be more closer to her. They are more closer to her, and very much attached to the mother than her girl child. Of course, both of them, but more I have seen the boy child is more attached to the Sagittarian mom. This is what I see. She's so much fun, she's so much fun with her children. She will take them to the zoo. She will take them for a walk in the forest. She will teach them the mysteries of nature. She will show them the nature. Maybe she will take a leaf, and then they will get it at home, and then they will dip it in the paints, and then they will take a paper, and then they will just make some designs, and then she'll make a card out of it for them. And she has her own unique ways of educating her children, and her children adore her, because she is not like the usual kind of mom. She's really a kind of I would say she's almost like an elder sister. She's very elder sisterly like. And because she's all fun, so the children will just look at her as somebody who is elder than them, a bit elder than them, because she has that. The childlike charm is there, that enthusiasm is there, that bubbliness is there inside of her. So they just love what she does. Yet she is strict. If they do something wrong, or if they blurt out a bad word or something like that, then she disciplines them. There she can just spank them. she can just do that, because she needs her children to behave like good people. She doesn't accept all those negative traits in her children, and she will ensure that they study well, and they are neatly dressed. No matter how clumsy she is, she would prefer that they are not that clumsy, that they study really well. She takes interest in their studies, and she will be, many a time she can be on their backs. I have a Sagittarian friend, and she for her son's medical entrance exam, she left her family, and she went and she lived with him in another state, and she was really like, whole day she was not having anything to do, and she would just be there, and just for her son she stayed there. She left everything. She's a doctor. She just left everything. She went and she stayed with her son, so that this boy, her son, he passes those exams, and he gets to that particular university which she wanted him to go to. And I was saying that was a great deal of sacrifice. I mean, she left her job, she left her husband and the daughter back home, and just with the son, just because she felt, how will my son manage over there? Or, if he spends his time cooking, then when will he study? So I'm going to cook for him, I'm going to do this for him. And she stayed there for almost a year and a half. She stayed there. I was really surprised. And when I spoke to her, she said, now is the time I have to invest in him. Because now if he, succeeds over there, then that's it. His life is made. So that was a real sacrifice, I feel. It was such a devotion of that Sagittarius mother that I would see in her. And that is how a Sagittarius mother is. She sacrifices. She really takes keen interest in her children. This is what I see. But at times she has to be, slowed down also as a mother. Because she likes to teach them but her ways are all full of fun and all right? So sometimes her partner has to tell her that, try to not laugh or make a joke out of what you're doing. You just like, kind of structure it a bit, all right? And she doesn't like that because she's not somebody who can be framed and structured. She is free. She's an open-minded, independent, yet a candid lady. And this makes a very different kind of a mix that I see. At one side, she is very traditional inside of her, and then on the other side, she wants to explore everything. She's an explorer. She's very thirsty for knowledge. She's extremely, extremely thirsty for knowledge. So what does she do? She will just go and she will, she needs stimulating talks. And so you need to have the talks which really stimulate her interest, okay? Her mind, her brain needs to be stimulated. And nothing is taboo when you speak to her. Nothing. She can speak about religion, about politics, about cultures. She craves for the novelty. This is why she likes to travel. She likes her children to travel with her husband to travel with her. And through these traveling experiences, she gains lots of stimulation for her brain, and that is what is her drug for life, because she is curious, she's thirsty for knowledge, and then she forms her philosophy over the years. As she grows up, she forms her philosophy, her own philosophy. She forms. One thing that she doesn't like is sickness. When her children come sneezing at home or coughing at home, she will not like it. She's like, oh, what did you do? And it will start stressing her out. One thing that stresses her out is the health of her family members. She just doesn't like it, just like the Sagittarian man also. She just doesn't like it. She can start overthinking again about it also. So there, my dear Sagittarian lady, you need to take care over there. You don't need to, freak out at the slightest cough of your child. And, like this happens, okay. There is always a remedy. There is always a solution to it. And that is what I see also. And I see that as a partner, when she is in love, she's a very unconventional kind of a partner also. She's not those, she doesn't go with the norms. She will not. And most probably she might invite you for a sport, kind of, okay, let's meet over a tennis match or a badminton match. And usually she picks up someone from her friend circle only. I see that, unless and until it's an arranged marriage. But otherwise I have seen that mostly the Sagittarian ladies, a friend will become the partner because she knows that person well. She knows how much the frequency is, matching, and then only she can be, how do you say? Yeah, then only she can pick up a partner, and she can try different people, in her friends. So in the friend circle, like, okay, like this person, no, it doesn't match on this. So you really have to be at par with her intellectual and her physical frequency. You need to understand her jokes because she loves to joke all the time. And you need to understand her sarcasm. She will make very sarcastic jokes also, critique, like she will criticize, but in a joking way also. But you don't have to take it to heart, okay? Because people take it to heart and then they say, oh, and many times if a Saggy lady is becoming your friend, she will ask you many personal questions. So don't take it wrong that, oh, she's so intrusive. No, she's not intrusive. She's just curious. She just wants to know. She's very friendly, extremely friendly lady. So this is what you have to understand. She's not intrusive, and she's not going to use it against you because she's honest lady. And she's a very devoted friend also. If you want to have a completely different perspective on life, and you have to go to a Sagittarian friend. You have to go to the Sagittarian lady. She will expand your knowledge. She's very expansive. She's ruled by the Jupiter. So she's very expansive, yet she's very optimistic. She always believes that the best is yet to come. That's the bottom line. of her life is like the best is yet to come. So she goes on. She doesn't worry about that. She's like, I know something better is coming. I know something good is going to come my way. And she just, follows that path. She can be extremely religious also. However, she has to take care that she doesn't turn fanatic about her religious ideas or her whatever she believes in. She can get quite rigid and fanatic about it. So she needs to take care of that. Like, there is always a balance, because anything out of balance is fanatism. So she has to be taught this, because she's like a child, as I told you. So her relationship with spirituality also can be, if not balanced, can become quite different. Many a time she can turn into a spiritual guru also, because she has so much of knowledge. She has learned so much, and she's a spiritual being inside of her. But that part comes later in life, most probably after the 50s it comes. Otherwise, she's a girl, she's a child, a kid, I would say, who just wants to run on those green, lush pastures, and she just wants to look at the sky and see what's in the sky, and she just ponders over possibilities of enjoyment. And she would go on sports, she would do something very daring, and that is the joy of living that a Sagittarius woman teaches us. And I really feel when you're with her, she's so, and you feel so optimistic. In short, you just feel so optimistic. Yet the Sagittarian lady, if you are having a partner who's a Sagittarian lady, know that she needs a man who will protect her, who will calm down her inner fears. She has her own set of fears, so she needs that man to calm down her inner fears, no matter outwardly how flamboyant or how dynamic she shows. When she comes home to you, she needs those arms to protect her and to tell her everything is going to be fine, everything is just good, and to calm her stress, because many a time she can get stressed. So she needs that man to, that partner of hers, to calm down her inner fears and to tell her life is beautiful and tomorrow is another day. And then she says, you think everything is going to be fine? No, I feel so that it's going to be fine. And then she needs a partner to answer to her saying, yes, everything is fine and will get just better. So hope for the better. And then she feels nicely protected in his arms. And then she is ready to take on the fun, this optimism, this lovely pace of life, which is full of joy, full of hope, full of spirituality, and yet just that little child in her is just waiting to take on that. So yes, that is the Sagittarian lady. This is what I found with this charming, this truth-loving, this traveler, explorer, a real human being, I would say. This is what a Sagittarius lady is. And yes, never try to cage her. You cannot do that. Okay, and yes, she will. She has lots and lots and lots of friends, so she will always, be occupied, and she is there to shine outside, no matter what. She loves to shine, and through her work, through her, whatever she does. And I also noticed something is that for her, natural is beautiful. So even if she is model or a fashionista, at the end of the day, inside of her, she feels whatever is comfortable and natural is beautiful, because she's so connected to the nature's energies, because she has explored so much of the nature. So this is where the magic of the Sagittarian woman is. She's an archer, with the half body of the archer and half of the horse. So she has this kind of inside thing where her philosophy drives her in one direction, while her freedom orientation takes her to different paths also. So you need to respect this lady, and you need to be that honest partner because once you get her devotion and honesty, that's for lives, I would say. So thank you very much, my dear Sagittarian ladies, and all those who have watched this video. Let me know in your comments more things about the Sagittarian ladies that I must have missed out, because there are so many things that are there. Yeah. And please do let me know in your comments. Please do like, share if you have really liked it, and please do subscribe if you haven't. So thank you very much, my dear ones, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take good care of yourself. Bye bye. God bless. Take care. Bye.